You're watching The Last Stand with Brian Custer.
That's right. It is The Last Stand. I am Brian Custer. We bring you the biggest names in the sport. If you love this content, make sure you go to the YouTube page, you click on subscribe, you hit the like button, and you can also listen to the show on any of all those programs where you get your podcast, whether it be Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, whatever. You can also listen to it. And let me tell you something. Joining us today is probably one of the biggest names in the sport of boxing. Certainly one of the most popular, and he's got the most dangerous left hook in the sport. He's none other than King Ryan Garcia. My man, it has been a minute. Welcome back to The Last Stand.
Yeah. What's up, man? Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, like always.
All right, let's get right to it, man. February 21st, Ryan Garcia fighting for the welterweight title against Mario Barrios. Tell everybody why Mario Barrios.
Why Mario Barrios? I mean, why not, right? I mean, he has a WBC title. People always got something to say about me not being a world champion, but somehow making more money than them, you know? I mean, I just got to flex on them one time. But, so I'm here just to, settle that noise a little bit and just really show everybody that when I'm at my, best, that I could really do damage to anybody at 147. So, I'm here to make a statement. That's really what it's about. I'm here to make a statement and just do Mario Barrios like nobody else did it.
I know that you had surgery on the right hand. I think that was back in May. How is the hand doing?
Oh man, the hand is perfect. The hand is moving at, all, at 100% capacity. It's really healed really nice. And, I'm very confident throwing it. So yeah, everything's good there for sure.
I know one of the big storylines going into this fight is that one of your former trainers, Joe Goosen, trained you for the tank fight, says that he's known you for years and he's training Mario Barrios for this fight. In fact, he says they've been working for the past couple of weeks for a game plan for you. And in fact,
That's
this.
not impressive at all, Brian, at all. I mean, you've only been working for a couple weeks. I mean, sounds kind of suspect to me. He looks a little soft right now, not gonna lie. Yeah, and the fact that Joe's training him is hilarious to me. I know all Joe's techniques. He don't teach shit but putting your hands up. So I'm about to put a beating on these guys bad to the point where I'm probably gonna retire both of them, Joe and Mario Barrios. They're probably never gonna work a boxing fight after that. And I told him already on the other show I was on, yo, when I knock him out, this is a bet. You could never wear that Canadian tuxedo again. I'm tired of seeing that shit. It's retired. I got something for him, so it sucks for Mario. He made a bad move there. Joe made a bad move, and now I'm gonna just put a stamp on both of them. Bad.
Did it upset you at all? Because Barrios even said that was one of the reasons why he went to Joe and they talked. He said because he knew that he trained you and the relationship. Did it upset you?
With Joe Santos, man, or whatever that guy was named, Bob Santos.
Yes.
Bob, same shit. At the end of the day, bro, they're all gonna get it bad. Like I'm gonna do them so bad. Joe's a known mole. I mean, not to get deep in it, but he's a mole. I talk my shit. He's a traitor. And I got something for him come the press conference for all of them. They're not ready for this type of mental warfare. I've been in the long car rides with Joe. I know everything about Joe. I know and Mario, he's just going to get an ass whooping like no other. That's just what that is. So, I'm not tripping.
Barrios also said that he and his team felt that it was very important and the only way they were going to accept the fight with you is that if you enroll in VADA testing because of the positive test and the year suspension you had for the Haney fight.
Oh, my God. That's a breaking news statement, bro. That fight was going to have drug testing no matter what. At the end of the day, Mario Barrios, that's not really, is he trying to get brownie points because I'm on testing? Like, what? What is he talking about? I've always been on testing. I'm not worried about that at all. I mean, they're just scared that when I'm locked in and looking good and sharp, oh my God, he's doing steroids. How the fuck am I doing steroids just because I got a six-pack? So everybody else could have a six-pack, but they're not on steroids. The moment Ryan gets a six-pack, oh my God, he's on steroids. These guys are clowns, man. Everybody knows that it was a tainted supplement. But I don't even want to get into that. But look, I'm moving forward. If they want testing, they can test me every damn day. It don't matter to me. I've always had speed and power my whole life. So fuck that.
Does it upset you, Ryan, that especially even when people knew that I was going to interview you for the show, all of these flooded comments, he's a cheater, he's a this, he's that. Does that upset you?
It's always the uglies. At the end of the day, bro, they're all ugly, right? Brian, you ain't ugly, so you ain't hating, bro. It's the ugly dudes. I swear, it's the ugly, bro. I don't know why ugly people hate me, bro. I love y'all, bro. But I'll teach y'all how to get good looking, bro. It's like the uglies. It's always the uglies comedy or the fake profiles. They don't know shit about nothing. They don't even know about Austrian. I don't even know about Austrian, but I learned a lot after researching it. You gotta check your supplements, guys. There's a lot of shit in them, even the over-the-counter ones. Yeah. Gotta check your supplements.
So let me ask you this question, because everyone they always say this when they say, "Man, you're talking to Ryan Garcia. Ask him this." They say, "Hey, he fights Devin Haney, comes in obviously a few pounds over. He then gets popped."
Wait, hold up. Rewind that. That I paid him $700K for.
Yes, absolutely.
Devin Haney can't bitch about that. He could have not took the fight.
Right, you're right. Absolutely, but he comes up positive.
No, there ain't no bringing that up no more.
But here's the question.
He puts the cash in his pocket. Once you put the cash in their pocket, shut the.
I understand. So they say, look, he destroys Devin Haney. Then the next fight, he fights Romero and hardly ever doesn't even throw a punch. He's not as active. So everyone just says this. They say Ryan Garcia positive for PEDs. Or Devin Haney. He looks clean against Rolly, and he doesn't look the same. How do you explain?
There's a lot of the incels that have no IQ, and they're just running with anything they could do. I mean, the truth is my body couldn't recover from, a whole year of drinking. Like, I was posting so much crazy shit. Like, did people think I was training or something for a fight? Like, I wasn't. I was partying. I was doing whatever I wanted. I was really self-destructing because I hated what they did to me after the Haney fight. I felt like they took my best victory away, and I was just really mad at the sport, mad at everything that was going on. I felt like I was getting, set up, bamboozled, because I never took steroids. I tested clean all the way through. All of a sudden, I'm positive. Like, makes no fucking sense. People forget that fact, that I'm testing every time they want to get tested, and then I'm clean, and all of a sudden I'm not. Doesn't make sense to me, but it is what it is. My body just couldn't recover for the Rollies fight. They wanted me to lose 30 pounds in 2 months. I did. And, I never got to train as good as I should have trained. And I didn't even want to fight. I told everybody I'm going to lose. I told my mom I was going to lose. Told everybody I was going to lose. I was like, this is stupid. Why am I in the ring? So it was just one of those moments in time where you're like, whatever. Like, for me, he didn't beat me at my best. He didn't even beat me at my second best, third best. I don't really care. People can talk all the shit they want, but when I start making statements, winning, they're going to be all my nuts in my comments. Oh my God, you're the best thing that since Ali. Like, boxing fans are the most fickle people in the world. Like, oh my God, you're the greatest one day, the worst in that. So for me, it's just keeping the mentality of knowing where I'm at now, knowing how sharp I am, knowing how, fast my reflex, everything's there, mentally there. So it's time just to go and show people what it is. The only thing that's against me right now is time. I just wanted it to be February 21st already to showcase just how people thought the same thing about Devin Haney, right? Oh my God, he sucks after the fight. You know what I mean? After the who'd he fight? The guy in I forgot his name. Jose Ramirez. Everybody thought he sucked. He made a statement the next fight, so it's gonna be the same thing.
Speaking of Rolly says, I hate Ryan. He wasted 6 months of my life. We had a rematch clause. We were negotiating. Then he drops out to fight Barrios. Ryan is scared because I outboxed him. I would have knocked him out if he would have even thrown some punches. Your response.
Wow, bro. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's just him talking out of his three, he only has 3 little chromosomes in his brain. He don't have shit in there. So, he's dumb. At the end of the day, he did the same shit to me when I was going to fight him after Duarte. he actually did it worse. We were on the table to fight, and then he switches to Pitbull Cruz, and then gets his head knocked loose. So, at the end of the day, we made a decision on what I felt was best, and you know, at the end of the day, we'll go back to him when we want to go back to him. There's no letting him dictate anything, bro. Like, I'm always gonna be able to fight you. That's a rematch, just like a Devin Haney rematch, a Tank rematch. There's always fights there for me, and I'm gonna keep moving how I want to move. That's it.
I know this will be, if I'm not mistaken, the third time you fought for the world title. Tell us why this time it's going to be different.
I mean, I'm just locked in, man. I'm just training, not taking things for granted, and mentally there. I mean, when I'm at my best, it's gonna be very hard to beat these. So I feel like I'm at my best right now, and the work is gonna show in the ring. So it doesn't matter that it's the third time, the second time, the first time. It's actually my second time ever fighting for the real world title. So, yeah, I'm just a different person right now. I'm a different fighter, a different person. I've, gotten out of that hard stretch of my life, and I'm ready to, use all my talent and my skill that I was been blessed with by God, and just use it.
Devin Haney says, I want to settle our beef in the ring with a rematch. Bill Haney says, I'm not interested in Ryan Garcia. In fact, I want Devin to face Rolly Romero. Ryan Garcia is a crackhead and a con artist.
Yeah, coming from the dude that actually does crap. Yeah, it's crazy. But at the end of the day, the Haney's always gonna need me. I put an ass whooping like he stole something, and they call him Debo Dev. Well, I'm Ice Cube, and I went and beat the bully up or whatever he is. He ain't a bully. He talks like, I mean, Devin Haney has the pitch of Michael Jackson, so like he needs to just shut the hell up and get on with his life. I put an ass whooping on him. He got to live with that ass whooping. His jaw was sideways. Everything was crazy. I even made his mom faint in the ring. I mean, in the stands when I dropped him. So yeah, they got a locked. Yeah, you're not worried about me, but that video lives forever, and that's it. Bro, I'm not worried about him really. So it really don't matter. We're both not worried about each other. I'm gonna come run up these belts, and guess what? When they want that money, who are they gonna be calling? Me. That's the facts of the matter.
Let's talk about a couple of big fights. Jake Paul, who I know at one point was trying to get Ryan Garcia fighting Anthony Joshua. Tell me what's going to happen in that fight.
I've talked about this so many times, but I mean, let's just look at it just realistically, man. Anthony Joshua is a huge heavyweight. He also a great boxer, amateur gold medalist. I don't know how many times world champion. I think twice, 2-time world heavyweight champion. It's like, what are we talking about here? The question is a bit disrespectful, if you ask me, because anybody with their right mind knows that Anthony Joshua is gonna beat him. It's just, can Jake do a little something? That's what we're worried about. So if he could do a little something, then we're gonna be impressed. But yeah, I just see Anthony Joshua just toying with them and then knocking him out some whenever you want.
And I heard that you've heard that Jake has been taking some punishment in training for this fight.
I mean, Gervonta Davis said it. We've been hearing it through the grapevine. So, I mean, we're supposed to be getting beat up, right? He's not that level. So it's not surprising, but it's a good indicator of what's going to happen. If these guys could be busting them up with 16-ounce gloves, 18-ounce gloves, bring on the 10 or 12-ounce, whatever heavyweights fight with, it's going to be a damn problem.
Let's talk about Tank real quick. Obviously, he was supposed to have that fight. He gets dropped out of it because of the legal issues. What do you think is going to happen with Gervonta? Do you think we'll see him back in the ring in 2026, focused and fighting the top talent in the division?
Yeah, man, he needs to just leave the girls alone for a little bit, bro. It's really distracting for you. But, for him, I wanted to see him back in the ring. I want to see him, be back in the sport. He's good for the sport just like I am. So definitely want to see Gervonta clean up everything. He's not a bad dude. He just, girls can make you go crazy sometimes. That's real talk. But, yeah, he needs to stay away from him for a little bit.
It's the fight nobody saw coming. Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua, and it's live on Netflix December 19th. Two worlds colliding in the ring, and DraftKings Sportsbook's got the action covered for you. Bet on every round, every punch, Every knockout, every moment with live betting and fast payouts, you're always ringside for the action. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today. New customers, bet just $5. And if your bet wins, you instantly get paid $200 in bonus bets with the code LASTSTAND. That's right, LASTSTAND. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 8778-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY, which is 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-7897-7777 or just visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, pass-through of per-wager tax may apply in Illinois. 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Restrictions apply. Bet must win to receive bonus bets which expire in 7 days. Minimum odds required. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer. Teofimo and Shakur, January 31st. We had Teo here on The Last Stand, and he said, I'm going to stop him. Shakur can talk all he wants. I'm going to stop Shakur. I know you know both of these guys. How do you think that fight's going to play out?
I don't think he stops Shakur. I don't even think he beats him. I think the style matchup is horrible for Teofimo. I think that he has to be a different fighter in there that we usually see in order for him to win. But, from a standpoint where I see it is like Teofimo was very confident. I don't think he's going to lower his ego to fight a different style. But I do know what style he should probably fight to win. But I don't think he would do. I think he thinks he can match up head to head with, the boxing abilities, the speed, and the reflexes with Shakur. So I think it's going to be a chess match for a little bit. But I think Shakur's going to break away towards the end, and then it's going to get ugly in like 10-11, and then it's going to be a decision for Shakur.
That's interesting because one of the things that Teo said was that Shakur is going to move and run from him, and he's going to have to make it ugly. And he said, that's the thing. He goes, my pressure is something he's never seen. Yeah.
Yeah, if he could do it, he could turn into a Mexican-style fighter, man. He got a better chance.
Yeah. Teo also said on the show, I am fighting Ryan Garcia in 2026. Is that true?
Oh, yeah. He said that?
That's what he said. He told us on last night.
Because I want that smoke after Mario Barrios. I want that. No matter if he wins or loses, that's who I wanted on my hit list. So it's good that he said that, We definitely want that work. We definitely are confident in beat him. I'm confident I'll stop him. I know the style to beat him. And I definitely would stop him in dramatic facts. They might stop it over his swelling on his face. That's how bad it'd be. And I'm not even kidding, Teofimo, he's a perfect style matchup for me. Perfect. Oh, my God. That's a walk in the case for me.
I saw you and obviously Shakur Stevenson had some back and forth, and you told him, quote, I will whoop your ass.
Oh,
and Shakur is, look, probably one of the most skilled defensive. He's slick.
Everybody's talking about defense. I'm the one that's got less hit average per round than any other of these guys that we're talking about. We've seen it on the statistics. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Yeah, I've got to call a couple shots because I'm actually trying to fight, but I always get up. But, these guys, they all talk about defense, but have you ever seen this face ever bruised up in a fight or after a fight? Never have in your life. I've seen Teofimo's face busted up. I've seen Shakur a little swollen here and there. We definitely seen Devin Haney swollen. So all these guys that you guys are pretending have this amazing skill, amazing defense, you look at the facts of it, it's not what it is. Everybody, I think, just has a perception of me of like some guy that gets hit a lot. Bro, when do I ever get hit multiple times in a row? Ping, ping, ping. No, never. It's only when I make a mistake and they could catch me, but nobody could just run up on me and just start hitting. Doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. It's never happened ever since the amateurs. So Yeah, all these guys. Shakur got good defense. We go back to Shakur. You know, he got good defense, but he don't throw enough punches. I have a way to beat him, and I have a way to, obviously steal rounds, and I have a way to hurt him. So he can't hurt me. I could hurt him. That's a bad position to be. The fact that you can't hurt me with none of them, those are Paulie Malignaggi type of punches. If you can't hurt me with those, and I'm hitting you with bricks, it could be a problem for you in this fight. I guarantee you this, you won't walk out that fight feeling good. I tell you that. That I guarantee.
Ryan, I want to ask you.
Paulie Malignaggi.
I want to ask you a really serious question because and listen, I make no.
Serious now?
Yeah, and listen, I make no bones about it. I like Ryan Garcia, and I tell people that all the time. How are you doing mentally? How's your mental health?
Oh, way better, man. Just got my confidence back. Got my spunk back. You could tell in the lead up to the Rollies fight, I wasn't even talking. I wasn't mentally there, wasn't physically there. I feel now that I've made in a lot of adjustments to my lifestyle, to my training, and just overall health. Man, I feel way better. I feels really good to be on this side of life. The grass is greener on the other side, and it feels really good, man. It really feels good. I don't ever want to go back to that dark place. That was I was pretty dark, man. Somehow I pulled out the W, but after that, definitely took a toll on my body. I was not treating my body like a temple, and I advised everybody to always treat your body like a temple. Make sure what you put in is good, and great things will come out. That's a lesson I definitely learned, and I want everybody to know that. And you're gonna see a rejuvenated Ryan that is back to what he was destined to be. And I hope that's an inspiration to the people that think it's too late. It's never too late.
I like it. I like that. By the way, let me ask you this. Obviously last July, the WBC suspended you, they said, for using racial slurs against blacks, against Muslims. There's a number of folks, when they knew that I was going to interview you, and they kept saying, why are you talking to him? He's a racist. I want to give you the opportunity. This is your floor. When people say Ryan Garcia is a racist, here's your opportunity to respond.
The only people that say that are the trolls on the internet, and it's always going to be like that. The trolls on the internet, all my people that I come across, they all know that I'm all love, that I only spread positivity. They took a lot of things out of context, This Muslim person was talking shit to me, and I was drunk as hell, high as hell. People don't like to look at the context of it, and then the whole black thing, my black friend was right there. We were in a self-destructive mode, and I wanted to get canceled. I wanted to forget everything. I didn't want anybody to know me. I wanted to destroy my whole everything. So I was in self-destructive mode. So I said the worst shit you could possibly say, and I have apologized to but anybody who comes across me knows I'm all love. And shoot, honestly, all my black friends and my black people around me, they know they love me. I've grown up black and brown my whole life. I've never had a problem with black people. I was just in self-destructive mode, and that's literally what it was. I was trying to get canceled, and luckily the people know my heart, and they love me, and they kept supporting me, and that's it.
Appreciate you answering that. Your promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, said this recently, quote, he's childish. He needs to mature. Sometimes he hides behind immature behavior, behind mental health. And there are people with those real mental health problems, and I don't believe Ryan is one of them. All he does is bash me when I've done nothing but help build him into a star and make him a lot of money, end quote.
Okay, yeah, would love to respond to that. Oscar De La Hoya should not be one to talk about immaturity. We still see him posting dumb stuff. He's out there with thongs on again. I mean, what kind of promoter does that? Let's be real. Would you see Eddie Hearn do that? Would you see Al Heyman come out? Definitely not. He don't even show his face. So we cannot talk about immaturity when it comes to Oscar. He needs to, look at his own self when it comes to that. I play a character at times where, I like to have fun. I like to entertain people. That's the name of the game, man. Now, as far as I'm lying about my mental health, well, obviously I've had mental health problems since I came in the game. So how can I be lying all these years? This guy is pretty mad that I call him out on his bullshit. And a lot of people could see his bullshit. Turkey El Sheik doesn't like this bullshit. Al Heyman don't like his bullshit. Eddie Hearn don't like his bullshit. It's all bullshit. So I'm not hiding high shit. He's just mad that, people could see through his bullshit. That's it. I mean, point blank period. If he treated his fighters like he could actually promote, like he should actually do, promote somebody, not depromote them, it makes no sense. It contradicts the whole idea of being a promoter. But again, I'm here to just serve my dues, go fight for Golden Boy, and then move on. And hopefully we could amend a relationship one day and be cool, Don't got nothing against him.
What started the beef between you two?
It started before I fought Duno. There was a fight going on with Adri Sparrow, and he got arrested before that fight. And they wanted me to switch up opponents and fight that day. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing that. I got to prepare for my opponent how I feel like I should prepare for him. And I'm not going to let you dictate me on when I need to fight somebody. I'm not going to save the show just because. And that's where the beef started. They started trying to smear me in the press and saying I'm some type of dude. And then, I began to have a chip on my shoulder about them. And then, once I knocked out Duno, I said, yeah, that part. And then they started, being all cool with me again. And then, after I lost the Tank, you see they didn't show up to the after fight press conference.
You were up there by yourself.
Was by myself with my mom and Lupe. And, so you just see little things like that. And it's like builds up the beef. Like, bro, like, you really going to just lead people like that? That's crazy. And then we amended it again. I amended it because, in the Duarte fight, they were all backing Duarte after I lost the Tank. They were like, Duarte, blah, blah, blah. He's the next Canelo, woody woo. They thought he was going to beat me up. And guess what happened? Knocked him out. And then they started getting on my nuts. They're like boxing fans. They hate you and then they love you. They hate you and then they love you. So I just seen like a lack of loyalty and a lack of real, genuine support behind me. I don't know if he's hating on me because they compare us, but really, I'm making my own wave, and he should be proud of who he is, and people compare him because you're a legend. You became multiple world champ. I haven't even done that. All this stuff. So it's like, why hate on the youngin that people compare us to? So I don't know, those little things like that. And yeah, and then like I beat Haney, and then they love me again, and then they started hating when in the negotiations. It's just been a lot, man. It's been a lot. They definitely only care about their well-being. They don't care about anybody else, and I don't really like people like that. Just not my cup of tea.
How many more fights do you have with Golden Boy?
I have one more official fight with Golden Boy and two more after that where they have to be involved.
Okay.
To some capacity.
Okay. So basically about 3. As we wrap this up, real question here for you, Rye. If you could put into words for us, what is, in your opinion, the appeal of Ryan Garcia to so many? I mean, you got millions of followers. I see you kicking it with Blueface and DDG on live streams. What is it? What is the appeal of Ryan Garcia?
And I'm just a cool dude, man, a cool Cali dude. And I don't know, I just get along with everybody. I think I just get along with everybody. I understand everybody from every culture, from every background. Maybe because of the way I grew up. And I think that I'm not like too serious about myself. I'm trying to have fun, also train hard. And, I kind of relate to a lot of people. And I think that's where it comes from. I just like to have a good time.
Guys love it. Who's your trainer? Who's training you for Barrios?
My dad.
Oh, okay. So you're back with you. And now you've had some trainers, man. You've had this guy. Why so many trainers, man?
I just like to learn a lot from everybody. Just trying to see what they can bring to the table, trying to understand, what their philosophies are, and trying to exchange ideas and seeing where I could fit that in my game. And I think I've got into a place where, when I'm on point, all those things match together, from all the training, from all the reps, from everything from Reynoso to Derek to, even Joe, kind of. But yeah, it's really been Derek and Joe, but Derek and Eddie. But yeah, all those things come mashing together, and I cannot wait for everybody to see February 21st of how sharp I really am, how locked in I am, and how beautiful it is to change your life and become the best version of yourself.
Do you ever see yourself back with Derek James at all?
I love Derrick James. I don't see myself going back, but you could never say never. Derrick James been one of my favorite trainers I've ever had in my life. He's always a chill dude. Always has great things to say. Very good philosophy mind, and I would always suggest young fighters to go with him. I think he's definitely very technical type of training.
Okay, we'll wrap it up here with this. So February 21st, I mean, you got, Mexican-American, and my Mexican brothers love boxing. They come out to Vegas. How do you think the crowd is going to be for this fight?
I don't care, Brian. That's my tape. I don't care how it is. I don't care if they're going for Barrios, and I don't care how they're going for me. I have one mission. I'm gonna put a beating on him like that. I'm deep frying him to the point where he's cooked, about to ass all that BTA, all that. I'm gonna beat him up bad.
Look, you just late because I was going to say we're gonna end it with this. Let the people know what they gonna see on February 21st.
I'm gonna spank him. I'm gonna wet my hand, pull down his pants, and spank him till his ass is red and welted. Balls. Yeah.
This is why I enjoy Ryan Garcia. I don't care what people say.
We always have a good time.
We do. We really do. Ryan, I love you. It's always good to see you, my brother, and I can't wait to see you in Vegas for the fight.
So, hey, see you soon.
Okay. Look, that's what we do, folks, here on The Last Stand. We bring you the biggest names in the sport, and it don't get no bigger than my man, King Ryan Garcia. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you again next week.
Peace.
That's right. I am Brian Custer. This is The Last Stand. And we want to remind you, if you love this content, and we certainly thank you for watching, downloading, supporting the show, make sure you go to YouTube, subscribe to The Last Stand, hit that like button, and don't forget to hit the notification as well so you don't miss any episodes that we have coming up. Share the show as well. And you can also hear the podcast as well. You can download it, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Podcast Addict, Deezer, or whatever platform you listen to your podcast, you can find The Last Stand. We certainly appreciate the support. Don't forget, download The Last Stand.